Hey, welcome back to this special championship edition of YCN Sports Wrap. Thanks for sticking with us. Well, after the Sunapee Lakers girls basketball team beat the Littleton Crusaders in the semis, they advanced into the finals, where the only team standing in front of their third straight championship was the second-seeded Colebrook Academy Mohawks. These two teams met during the regular season in what was one of Sunapee's closer wins with a score of 67-44. Clearly the Lakers were the favorites, but crazier things have happened as the Mohawks have a high-scoring offense. Now without further ado, let's check out this girls basketball Division IV NHIAA championship game between the Lakers of Sunapee and the Mohawks of Colebrook. The atmosphere was electric at the Southern New Hampshire University Fieldhouse on this brisk Saturday night. Sunapee had a much easier time advancing throughout the playoffs and into the finals, while Colebrook's road wasn't as easy as they had to win a tight game over Hinsdale in the semis. Based on body language, it was clear the seniors from both squads, most coming from Sunapee, were ready to play as they wanted to end their high school basketball careers as champions. The game started off with a Sunapee possession after Katie Frederick won the opening tip-off, but Meg Frederick's pass went out of bounds, giving Colebrook the ball. But then Taylor Sawirski's bounce pass also went out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Lakers. Sunapee was able to score the game's first points when Katie Fred got her own rebound and went back up for two. On Colebrook's following possession, Sawirski drove to the hoop and got fouled. She would hit one of two free throws to put her team on the board. But after the miss on the second attempt, Faith Larpenter grabbed the rebound, who then dished the ball to Megan Frederick, who made an up-court pass to Mary Grazana. She easily laid the ball in for 2 points. Then immediately, Sawirski caught the inbounds and passed to an open Michaela Byron, who drove to the hoop and scored. This made the score 4-3 Sunapee. Over the next 4 minutes of play, the Lakers took off, as they would go on a 13-2 run to take a 17-5 lead halfway through the first quarter. Katie Frederick continued to score down low, and Sydney Clark found her stroke from beyond the arc, knocking down a pair of threes. Colebrook's head coach Steve Cass called a timeout to settle his team down, and it seemed to work, as the Mohawks were able to limit the Lakers to just 2 points for the remainder of the first quarter. So after 8 minutes of play, Sunapee held a 10-point lead with a score of 19-9. To start the second quarter, Sunapee's offense wasted no time pouring on the points, as over the first 3 minutes the Lakers scored 14, while only allowing 4 to take a commanding 20-point lead with a score of 33-13. Katie and Meg Frederick continued to contribute on offense, as did Mary Grazana, Sydney Clark, and Faith Larpenter. Kaylee Durkee also made the most of her minutes when she knocked down a jumper off a pass from Clark. Both of the Frederick sisters were also big on defense, as they recorded multiple blocks. Colebrook, however, never gave up and put forth their best effort to keep the score somewhat close, with Michaela Byron continuing to play very well, and with two 8th graders, Samantha Howe and Sage Smith, both hitting multiple shots. By halftime, Sunapee led by 18 with a score of 44-26. Coming out of the break, the Lakers' offense could not be stopped, with Faith Larpenter getting an and one and with the Fredericks continuing to dominate. But toward the end of the third, the Mohawks went on a small run, with Chandler Cooney scoring 7 quick points. This cut Sunapee's lead to just 15 over the final few minutes in the quarter. Lakers head coach Tim Latorra then called a timeout to give his girls a breather. Once play resumed, Sunapee's Sydney Clark immediately sank a 3-pointer. And soon Meg Frederick made a huge play by stealing the ball and dribbling all the way to her hoop, where she would be fouled hard by Sawirski. Meg got up limping, but she toughed it out and stayed in the game after knocking down both free throws. The Lakers would head into the final 8 minutes of play with a score of 58-42. Sunapee regained a 20-point lead early in the fourth after Sydney Clark hit a short jumper and Larpenter found Grazana with a deep outlet pass in transition. The Lakers then pushed their lead to 25 after Larpenter scored a driving layup and nailed a 3-pointer after an assist from Clark. With just under 2 minutes remaining, Katie Frederick sunk a pair of free throws to push the Lakers' lead to 26. Coach Latorra then subbed out his seniors and the emotion started to show. Sunapee would go on to win the NHIAA Division IV Girls Basketball Championship by a final score of 79-52. Colebrook's Michaela Byron scored a team-high 15 points with 7 rebounds, and her teammate Taylor Sawirski scored 12. As for Sunapee, Katie Frederick led all scorers with 26 points and a whopping 28 rebounds. She also finished with 8 assists and 4 blocks. The other 4 Sunapee starters all finished the game in double digits, as Clark and Larpenter scored 13, Meg Frederick scored 12, and Mary Grazana put in 11. Sunapee has now won a staggering 72 straight games and finished the season as the 3-time undefeated state champs. They also set a tournament record for points scored with 295, beating their previous record of 271 from the 2015 playoffs. Congratulations to the Sunapee Lakers and Coach LaTorra on another undefeated championship season. What a blast it was. We're going to take a quick break, but when YCN Sports Wrap returns, we'll be taking a look at what Coach LaTorra and 6 Sunapee seniors had to say about their championship victory. We'll be right back.
This YCN Sports Wrap special featuring the 2017 Division IV basketball champion, the Lady Lakers of Sunapee Middle High School, is presented by Bell Tate's Building Product Specialist, Sunapee Recreation at Sunapee Recreation Department on Facebook, Pizza Chef in Sunapee, New Hampshire, Bubba's Bar and Grill in Newberry Harbor, Coldwell Banker Lifestyles in Sunapee, New London, Grantham, Warner, and Hanover. Barton Insurance in New London and Contoocook. Evans Express Mart since 1953. Coffee, auto fuel, snacks, and much, much more. Osborne's Marine, Stitch Witch Canvas, and Hillside Truck and Auto. Route 11, Sunapee. Top Stitch Embroidery in Lebanon. The best for your team and so much more.